Imagine this. You're in the driver's seat when all of a sudden your car is rolling over, time and time again. Your head bashes against the window, debris flying through the air. Your vision becomes faded, and soon enough, you slowly lose feeling. Then you realize you're heading toward a white light. Today, I'm not going to discuss with you the cause of this terrible accident, but rather its effects. Death is a horrible tragedy. However, with your help, something positive can come from it. Today, I'm going to tell you about organ donation. When I was a sophomore in high school, I attended the National Youth Leadership Forum on Medicine. While attending this conference, I was able to visit a Donate Life facility and see for myself the wonderful gift that is organ donation. First, I'm going to discuss some facts about organ donation. Second, its real-life effects. And lastly, why and how you yourself can take action. Now, you might be wondering what exactly is organ donation. According to Livestrong.org, it is tissue or organ removal from a deceased or living donor to be translated into a recipient. There are strict regulations and requirements in order to transfer vital body parts. The Donate Life organization says that this is directed at the local, state, and federal level. When some type of medical crisis occurs, it is a doctor's first duty to attempt to save the life of the potential donor. Now, although there is a misconception that if a medical professional knows you are a registered organ donor, they won't do as much as they can to save your life in an attempt to get the organs, the American Transplant Foundation reassures that this is not the case. Once there is a declaration of death, doctors will proceed to remove the organs such as the heart, liver, kidneys, pancreas, lungs, and small intestines. Tissues that can be donated include the corneas, skin, veins, heart valves, tendons, ligaments, and bone. It is important to note that there are no charges to the donor family. WebMD states the family will still pay for medical expenses incurred before death, as well as the funeral expenses. However, those are costs one would pay even if they didn't save a life. Many are concerned that if they become an organ donor, they will be unable to have an open casket funeral. However, this is still a possibility because the removal is done through small incisions that are easily concealed. There is also a severe shortage of organs and tissues. 18 people die every day. Now, when we look at this classroom, that's a little more than half of us die every day because they can't have an organ or a tissue donation in time to save their life. Now, the National Foundation of Transplants says one organ donor, that's just one person, can save up to 8 lives and change up to 50. Now, that doesn't even include the larger outreach because 50 people obviously have friends, family, co-workers, so one person can drastically change society. In addition, donors are needed from all races and ethnic backgrounds. Transplant success rates increase when organs are matched between members of the same background. Now that you have some basic knowledge behind organ donation, I'd like to share with you some of the real-life effects. I was in my junior year of high school when I received terrible news. My lifelong friend and neighbor was in a terrible accident. Daniel, seen here, was an avid dirt bike rider. One Wednesday evening, he was practicing at the track when he overshot a jump, sending his body flying through the air. Even though he was wearing his helmet and all of the protective gear, it was too much for his body to take. My friend passed away later that day. His contagious smile will be something that forever affects my life. I always have a bracelet on me. In addition, in my room, there's always his number. But Daniel has a greater effect. He is now living on through 6 individuals. In a letter to Daniel's mother, the Nevada Donor Network wrote, Daniel's heart was transplanted into a married 69-year-old woman with 4 kids, his lungs to a 14-year-old male. Daniel's liver was transplanted into a 14-year-old female and his intestines to a 24-year-old male. His left kidney was transplanted into a 38-year-old male with 3 children. He is a construction worker who will be able to return to work in fixing his 64 VW bug. Daniel's right kidney was transplanted into a 49-year-old male. All recipients are recovering well from their organ transplants. In case you lost count, this is how many people whose lives were directly changed because of Daniel. This could be someone's father, mother, sister, neighbor, friend. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to Diamond, a girl who knows firsthand about organ donation after having her kidney and liver transplanted.
That choice was made possible because of the choice and the gift that your family made. The doctors keep telling me that my new organs love my body and they're doing awesome. The hospital told me that I can't give you my last name or too much information about me, and that if you want to know more about me, you would have to respond back to this letter and they would put us in touch with each other. I'm hoping you will. I would like to know everything about the person that was born with the liver and kidney that I now live with. I'm grateful and give thanks every day to my donor family for my gift of life, but I've also learned through my experience life is a gift. With love, Diamond. We met all of his cousins, his aunts, his uncles, his grandparents, and that was real fun, a real great family. They also told us that 3 weeks before he got hit, that Jacob was watching a show, Heroes, and he told his dad that he wanted to be someone's hero, and his dad told him that he was his hero. Well, Jacob said he wanted to be someone's hero, though, and so now he's my hero because he saved my life.
Now, after hearing those stories, I hope you realize that saving a life is a step that you yourself can make. I'm not asking you to check into the hospital tomorrow and donate a kidney, but what I am saying is that I hope to see you register to be an organ donor in case your life ends. The process is actually quite simple. It takes 4 easy steps. The first is to physically register. If you reside in Arizona, you can simply log on to azdonorregistry.org and fill out the form. If you reside in another state, you can log on to owndonor.gov, and it has links for every state. Second, you need to physically designate on your license. In order to do this, you contact your local DMV. Third, tell your family, friends, and physician about your decision. And lastly, include it in your advance directives, such as your will. In conclusion, by telling you about organ donation, I hope you take action today. When considering this decision, remember Daniel's and Diamond's stories, which show that no matter your age, you too can be a hero. And with 4 simple steps, you can register to be an organ donor. While death causes sadness, I hope you see that when you are an organ donor, your end is a new beginning. Thank you.